As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Utes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Ezukama. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So TCU's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone.
Turning it on! Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Caught near the sticks. It's small. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds a man in the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Send its offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Going to look downfield again. Throwing right. Fires it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Lost the defense is wide open. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And the Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. He's got it and still on his feet. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got his man in the middle. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The give to the back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Utes will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Warren. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Back to pass on second down. The short hands, it's small. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back was one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
The Horned Frogs have their offense in high gear. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Butler. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Horned Frogs need to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Green. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking for room, it's Green. Not much there, picks up a couple to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snagged out of the air. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Ash.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And they can't make the play on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for space. It's Warren. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Well, they called that an ISO play, and it was isolated for a loss.
And they try to isolate a linebacker inside and really run the football right at you, right down the middle. But you better move those big defensive linemen out of the way and create some space. They didn't do it, and you could tell that's why the ball went nowhere.
Oh, they're after him. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And the Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Motion from the wideout. Using his feet. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Utes will line up to punt it away. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stop. Sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come.
Breaks into the open. Crosses midfield. The 30. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Pac-12 matchup that just went final moments ago. UAB just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in Birmingham. They'll enjoy this one all week. Just another week in the Pac-12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here's the give off the left side. Finds a little space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Green. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap, it's Green. And he forged ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Utes will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. A low line drive and short kick. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They want to run it left here. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting it to the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Utes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. And the Utes decide to punt it away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Looking for a crease. It's Warren. Got the first down and still on his feet. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
And the Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Small. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Ezukama. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll leave it with him. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU!
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Salt Lake City. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
Frogs will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Warren. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Skips away from pressure. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Quarterback stays clean in the pocket on that touchdown pass. A little thank you is in order to the offensive line.
Maybe find them an NIL deal, right? Feed those guys. Go get them to a buffet. Take care of those big uglies up front because when you have that kind of pocket, you should take advantage of it. You should be able to make big plays, and he does.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Motion from the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Snags it over the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Utes will punt it away on 4th down. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Baker. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. The inside handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Horned Frogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Offensive linemen are offensive linemen for a reason. They're not as fast as those guys on the edge. And that defensive end came screaming off the edge, got to the quarterback before that O-lineman could do anything about it. Nice job of that defensive end. Scoop them sacks, baby.
The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Give to the single back. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And the Utes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. He's got it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting. There he goes. At the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, TCU.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Wants to fire on second down. Got a man. It's Green. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he just...
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Gives it on the option. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. Oh, he's got some space. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Ash. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up, they'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires one high and deep. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And the Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. Wants to bring it back. He's got great speed. Touchdown, TCU! Stealing a score on special teams. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner goes down. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Finds his tight end. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Man, they squelched that play so fast. Can you even still call it a sweep?
You can sweep that play under the rug and not run it again because it was very unsuccessful.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Ash. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Maddox. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Utes will punt this one away. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Here we go. To the ground with the back. Turning it on. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Wake Forest packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Deacs Nation with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in Winston-Salem. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game, but this type of win is a serious statement.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Can't get him to the ground. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. And the Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The Utes send out the punt unit. Let's see what he can do with it. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. Touchdown, TCU! Once he got some room, it was over. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. On the run, it's Turner.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the ground game. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Utes getting set on 1st and 10. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. With the catch, it's Booth. Crosses the 30. He's got a lead. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Utes are flying down the field. Now from inside the red zone. Bringing the heat. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
and that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Maddox. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
Dang, that's unfortunate. I wish I could say I've never seen that before, but I've seen Reese run routes. You know, when we go to all these different stadiums and call these games, we go on the field and do a spin session before the game. That looked just like Reese Davis.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Using his legs, it's Warren. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. And the Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll throw it. That's reeled in. It's Butler. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another...